Ready?
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Danu, and I'll be leading our guided meditation this morning. I invite you all to close your eyes, get comfortable in your seat. Just get in tune with your breath, breathing in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Just breathing in the rhythm that comes naturally. Our meditation this morning will be focused upon visualization and feeling. So I will ask questions in the first person. When these questions reach your ears, ask them of yourself. See what comes through. What would the purest expression of health feel like in my body? What does radiant health feel like in my eyes, in my nose, in my mouth and throat? What does health feel like in my head? What does the highest expression of health feel like for my heart, my lungs? What would the highest expression of health feel like in my stomach, my digestive system? What would the highest expression of health feel like in my bones, in my joints? What would the highest expression of health feel like for every muscle in my body? What would the highest expression of health feel like for my skin? What would the highest expression of health feel like for my nervous system? What would the highest expression of health feel like in my arms, my hands, my legs, and my feet? What would the highest expression of love for myself feel like? How would I express that self-love in words? What would I love to hear today? How would I express the purest form of love for myself physically? What would I do for my body? What would the purest form of love feel like in my relationships? What does best friendship feel like to me? What does it mean to me? How do I want to express my love for my friends, to my friends? In what ways would I like to receive love from my friends in its purest expression? What would be the purest expression of love for my family? What would I say to them in love? What would I want to hear back? What would I do for my family out of love? What do I wish to receive in love from my family? What would love in its purest expression feel like in my relationship with nature and life itself? How would it feel to recognize how deep that connection runs? What would it look like for me to care for the earth, to care for nature, and all of its expressions of life? What would I do? How would I express gratitude? How would it feel to let nature love me back, to let life give me that same beautiful love in return? What would it feel like to embrace it, to embody it? What would the purest form of love romantically feel like if I seek that myself? How would I want a partner to love me? What are the words I would love to hear? How would I best express my love to a partner? What would I say to them? What would I love to do for them? What would the highest expression of my full potential look like? Beyond any perceived limits, what is the best way for me to self-actualize? What do I do that brings me the greatest joy? What do I do that brings me the greatest sense of fulfillment and purpose? What would I do to make the greatest impact upon everyone around me? What would I do to lift them up, to inspire them, to empower them? What is my soul calling me to do? What would the purest form of clarity feel like to me? What do I think I don't know that I would like to know? What would the deepest sense of peace feel like in my life? invite you to take the next few minutes to continue contemplating these questions, these ideas, feelings, actions that have arisen in your mind. And just breathe. Thank you.
got you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We're so glad to see you here. We're going to be helping you sing some community songs. We are the Joy Notes. My name is my name is Naomi.
Wait a minute, my name is Naomi. No, my name is Sue.
Brian.
So stand
me.
up and join us. We've got the words up on the screen there.
I am opening up in sweet surrender to luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening.
We
are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening.
Please greet your neighbors. Hello, neighbor. Hello, Naomi. Well, it's good. We have a few people here today. That's good.
Yeah.
We're doing our sound check. There's like 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be.
Last Sunday? Or,
No, today.
Oh, yeah.
Meditation started maybe 6. But, better late than never.
Okay, we're going to sing another one. So join us. You know this song. Open wide my heart. 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 Open wide my heart.
Spiritual Living. My name is Kathy Geeson. I'm presider for today. Welcome to all of you who are here in a cool place before it's 90-some degrees. I think we probably all got out walking this morning or doing something. At least I did, and it felt great. It was quiet, and before the sun came over the trees on my back patio, I got to drink my coffee out there. And yes, I'll remember later. So here at this, I'm going to start with our global, not our global vision, our mission statement, because I feel like today it really has, I'm so glad that I have this teaching. I was just saying to Linda, I felt like with the news, I just feel like I've had to pull myself up by my spiritual bootstraps and say, yes, there is a power, and it's working in me and in the world. So at this center, we know spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. So we use the principles of science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. And I'm feeling that today, and I'm glad that I know the principles of this teaching. I want to acknowledge again that we still are meeting on the land of the Kalapuya people, who was unceded territory to us, but it's valuable to us. We're sacred and glad for it. We have a little form out in the foyer that if you're new to us or if your information has changed, especially your email, because that's where you get the Center for Spiritual Living, what's happening on Wednesday, and it really tells you lots of social stuff and classes and all kinds of things, so it's really a great way to stay connected. We are going through our global visions. This happens to be number 10. We envision a world in which resources are valued, cared for, and grown, and where there is generous and continuous sharing of these resources. Sharing of these resources is the important part. I always, as Sister V and others do, put in a little plug for the Science of Mind magazine. And this month is called In Living Color because it is about Pride Month, etc. And Linda's talks are focused on that. This morning, the very first thing, I want to read what it said. Part of being optimistic, which I was needing this morning, is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments down when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. So that was really encouraging to me this morning. And then from Ernest Holmes, color belongs to us because God is a colorful being. How can that which painted nature with such a lavish brush be anything but colorful? And I wrote in it, wood duck, because I remember when I first really saw a wood duck, I thought, how can anybody think that this is not a creation, a wonderful creation? It's just, what reason would that wood duck have to look like that to stay camouflaged? I mean, maybe some places, but anyway, so it was a good morning for me to read this today. Okay, we're going to have Danu as the practitioner come to do an opening affirmation. First, we're going to stand and sing We Are One.
We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. 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 I am you. You are me. We are one. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. And peace has come. For we are one.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Danu, and I will be leading our affirmative prayer, or spiritual mind treatment as we refer to it as here. So I invite you all to close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze. Just allow yourself to relax. Get in tune with your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I will speak this treatment in the first person from the I Am presence. And as it reaches your ears, know that it is affirmed for you, for each one of us here. I know that spirit is all there is. Spirit is the one first cause. It is the one unifying mind and intelligence. Spirit is the purest, deepest expression of love and source of love throughout this entire world. Know that Spirit, being all there is, it is the energy of inspiration, the energy of passion, the energy of purpose and intention. As a piece of all there is, I know that I am one with God. I am one with Spirit. It is all that I am made of. Spirit is every cell in my body, every hair on my head. It is all that I am. And I am a unique and sacred expression of that Spirit in my wholeness. And just as I know this truth for myself, I know this truth for each person here today, that each one of us is a unique and sacred expression of that Spirit. We are united in that I am presence. And as the expression of Spirit that I am, I allow myself to remember what matters to me most, to think about my values, to remember my passions, my interests. I allow myself to be guided by the intelligence of Spirit that knows me inside and out, that knows all that I've been through, that knows all that I move in the direction of. I allow my passions to be expressed through my actions, through my words. I allow inspiration to flow into my life right here and now, on this perfect day and every day. I allow this inspiration to help me create newness in my life, new relationships, new experiences, new ways of discovering who I am and what I'm here for. I know that my purpose here in this time, in this life, is good and only good. And I allow that purpose to be expressed, to be known, to be embodied and shared with the world. In gratitude for divine inspiration, clarity, direction, simply let it be. Grateful for this day, grateful for all that I have been, all that I am now, and all that I shall become. Knowing the power of my word, I release it now into the law of mind. I let it be so, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Donald, for setting the tone. This is probably going to get announced later, but Sister V also became a practitioner this week, and it was announced on what's happening at the center. So wherever you are, Sister V, today. Pardon me? Passed all her exams. Yay, she's done. She's officially a practitioner. So she's been is a wonderful contributor to our congregation and our community, and we're glad to have her on that board fully and officially. Our theme for the month is Living in Color, and Reverend Linda's talk today is Do What You Want to Do. Love that. Do what you want to do. And we're going to do our affirmation for the month, and I will read it through first and then ask you to read it with me. There is more to life, there is more to me than meets the eye. Trusting my higher self to guide me, I embrace all of me. It is never too late to be my authentic self and never too soon to take the first step. Together if you choose. There is more to life, there is more to me than meets the eye. Trusting my higher self to guide me, I embrace all of me. It is never too late to be my authentic self and never too soon to take the first step. Thank you. Our special music today is by Matt Treader and Paul Worster. Thank you very much.
Not so fast. Today is the day that the talk is do what you want to do, and we may have taken that a little too literally. You will definitely hear that in the second song. The first song, I'll just tell you a little bit about. I've loved the piano. I am in love with the piano, and I have been since I was about 3 years old. And piano, as you may know, has 88 keys, but we don't use all of the 88 keys rarely. Rarely would we use them because, well, they don't all sound good, for one thing. Here's 3 notes. Sounds pretty good. Here's the same 3 notes down. Here's the same 3 notes at the bottom. As you see, not all of them sound great, but Mo is not here today. We have Paul playing guitar, and since Mo plays bass, but he's not here, I'm going to play bass on the piano. So I'm going to do what I want to do. This is, well, you'll hear.
I breathe. I let life live through me. I am. The one power that created everything saw fit to create each person as an aspect of the infinite. It is in our differences that we create together something magical, something powerful, something good. Right here, right now, my focus is love. It's easy to be seduced into fear, but I embrace love. I embrace peace. I embrace power. And love, peace, and power embrace me. Grateful for the good that is inherent in life. I know that what I focus on grows. So I place my focus on love. And I let it be so, and so it is. Kathy, could I get that Science of Mind magazine from you for just a second? Because I was reading it this morning, and Raymond is such an amazing human being, but he wrote something, because, okay, here we go, here we go. Dr. Holmes once said, hope is better than abject despair, but hope is not really powerful. And what he said was, for some, hope is a form of wishing. It offers thoughts and prayers with no substantive action. It's the dead presentation that results from a faith without work. Are we ready for a hope that lives in living color? Hope, which stands for how our power expresses, how our presence expresses. Does that put a little more juice in hope for you? Hope is how our power expresses. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. I wanted to read that too.
Well, see, I knew you did, so I took. We are exploring, this is Pride Month, and we are exploring the idea of living in living color, of bringing all aspects of ourselves and being proud and happy of all aspects of ourselves. And trying and striving to remember that everything is sacred. And that includes the person who lives in our mirror. The one who looks back at us every morning, every evening, on our good days and our bad days. That includes us. Everything is sacred. Everyone is sacred. We are all divine expressions of the infinite. The one source created everything out of itself, every aspect of our being, our gender, our sexuality, our ancestry, our experience is sacred, and it's part of what makes us who we are. I'm a little shameless self-promotion here. In July, I'm going to be starting a shadow workshop or shadow class again. And it's not about finding your shadow and smashing it to smithereens and getting rid of it or burying it even deeper than you think you already have. It's about bringing it out into sunlight and allowing it to inform us of everything that it wants us to know. It's about embracing all aspects of ourselves, the part that we think or thought or have told ourselves should be hidden away from everybody else. Nobody should see that side of me. Nobody should see that aspect of me. Nobody should see this way I am. And that way I am has some wisdom for me if I would listen to it. I'm afraid or I'm angry because there's certain things I haven't addressed. There's certain things I haven't worked through. And so it is important for us to remember everything that we are is sacred. I'm reading a book by a woman by the name of Rebecca Campbell. Humanity is a whole, part of a larger whole. Until we see all as a part of a larger wholeness, our path will become more difficult. Everything that I come up against is part of a bigger wholeness that is trying to express itself, that is trying to let itself be known. And my work is to be aware of that and to see where we are woven together, to see how that all works. I loved one of the phrases that they use, that none of us is designed to live in the closet. Whether or not, when I was, in the 60s and 70s, when I was a teen and young adult, that was, the phrase for being gay, that they stayed in the closet. They didn't let anybody know. And it was really common for a lot of men to marry women and have children, to keep the cover, to stay in the closet, even though that wasn't who they were. That wasn't who they were. And so where are we, straight or gay? I don't care what gender you are. I don't really care. But where are you? Where am I putting myself in a closet? What part of me am I hiding from people? What part of me am I trying to keep hidden? We are here to be full expressions of the infinite, not neatly wrapped packages with little bows on them that never look flawed and never get dusty. We are meant to be fully, expressively alive and human, and that's why we're here. We're here to feel our feelings and make our lives real. And that's how we use our God-given power. We have the power to be amazing human beings. We have the power to be powerful human beings. We have the power to be loving human beings. We have the power to heal the world. But we have to let it out. We can't keep it hidden. Dr. Holmes said, nothing is real to us unless we make it real. Nothing can touch us unless we let it touch us. Refuse to have the feelings hurt. Refuse to receive anyone's condemnation. In the independence of your own mentality, believe and feel that you are wonderful. You are wonderful. Look at someone around you and just say, you are wonderful. You are all wonderful. This is not conceit. This is the truth. Louise Hay, who was one of the teachers in our organization from the 80s and 90s, and still today, but she's passed now, but she did a lot of what we call mirror work, where you go into your mirror and you look at yourself at eye to eye, and you tell yourself, you are wonderful. You are wise. You can do this. You've got this. You tell yourself that. You speak to yourself until you get it. Because the bottom line is we're created out of God. We're created out of the infinite. We are created out of this idea that is infinite in its capacity to express. So we are infinite in our capacity to express. And we can choose to be angry and miserable and upset with everything that's going on. And there's a lot to be upset about right now. I'm not denying anybody the right to, I hear the news and I go, and then I go, okay, but God is in this. This is setting in motion something that is going to be better, that is going to creating something new. And it is out of the chaos that the new order must come. So we need to be agents of clarity and agents of vision and agents of beauty and agents of seeing the sacred and the wonderful in everyone around us, even those people. Because we're all those people, every one of us. And just because one person votes this way and one person votes that way does not mean we're not both human and not both representatives of the infinite mind of God. The more we express ourselves authentically, the more we inspire others to do the same. I saw a great video on Facebook some time ago, and everybody's outside. It's like an outdoor concert, and everybody's sitting on the grass and listening to the music, and there's this one guy who's up there. white men dancing badly, it was, and, yeah. I wasn't going to tell him it was you, Matt, but anyway, he's up there, and then all of a sudden this other guy jumps up and starts dancing too. And within 20 seconds, the whole group is up and dancing. One person gives other people permission to act, permission to speak, permission to grow, permission to do different things. This is what we're here for. When we choose to have courage, our example creates a ripple of bravery and authenticity that helps everyone else. I just finished another book. Yeah. Linda and her books. Linda's book report. This is Linda's weekly book report, basically. This fellow by the name of Jeff Karp, he's a scientist. I want you to get, this guy is a professor at Harvard and MIT. He operates scientific laboratories where they do medical, biological testing and create healing agencies and things. But he does it by confirming with nature. And if a jellyfish does this, maybe we could use that to create a glue that does this thing over here and so I want to tell you, what I'm about to read you is written by a scientist. One person choosing to do one thing in a moment can shift the energy and open the space for more. Think of it as the power of the interconnected one. And know that we are all interconnected. That's not just a sticker for the fridge. It's a law of nature. The power of one is the power of a single seed to grow, flourish, and enrich the ecosystem. It's the acorn to oak story. Or consider that every one of us began as a single cell. How wild is that? Plant a seed and tend it. We each have within us a dream, a vision, an idea of what it could be. Because if I'm seeing what upsets me and angers me and frustrates me, I have within that feeling a what could be that I am wanting to replace it with. And that's our work, is to speak to the what could be's rather than fight the what is's. This is our work as a interconnected one, to move in the direction of what we desire, not fervently try to stomp on what we don't want. And so it's about waking up to everything that I am. That some of those ugly little voices that in the back of my head, no, I'm the only one who has one of those. But if anybody else has one of those, instead of trying to push that ugly little voice down, say, what's this about? What are you really trying to do here? What are you trying to get me to think or say or do? What is it you're trying to tell me with this that's going on? Because you may be really, really surprised that there's a part of you that just wants to be heard, that just wants to be listened to, that just wants to be expressed, that never got a chance to say, I would rather be doing blah, blah, blah. And you never listen to me when I want to do blah, 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 so I'm sitting here making your life miserable because you're not doing what I want you to do. You don't have to do, but it's become curious. When we become curious about who we are and all the aspects of who we are, and when we can literally embrace all the aspects of who we are. You know, the Grateful Dead have a beautiful song. There's not black and white, there's only shades of gray. You know, if it's totally black here and it's totally white there, everything in here is a shade of gray. That's who we are as people, whether we're talking about gender, whether we're talking about personality, whether we're talking about health, whether we're talking about skill sets, whatever. We are a whole level of variety. We are like the old, I'm going to date myself now, we're the old Sears catalog at Christmas time. We've got all that and more within us. And this is where we need to find out what those parts of us want us to learn, want us to know. And so it's about being who we are as individuals and living out loud and having the courage to live out loud. And it's also about our community. Who are we as a community? Who are we as people coming together? We had about 25 people at the retreat last week, and people came together and really deepened some relationships and had some wonderful, wonderful times. And that is part of growing who we are. We do Soup for the Soul. We do the Saturday workshops. There's a lot of different things we do that allow us to get to know one another better and do one another better. But it's hilarious. I am reminded over and over again that Centers for Spiritual Living are the best kept secret in the world. The people, you've been in Eugene 55 years and we've never heard of you? And the teaching has been around for close to 100 years. Started in the 20s. But we're not speaking out bravely about who we are, because we're a little, well, for number one, it's church, and a lot of people have friends who don't go to church. They either go to church and by God it's this way or no way at all and you're all going to go to hell and you're in a cult, or it's, ooh, you're those guys, and how do we be ourselves, wholly and completely and fully ourselves, spiritually, and share what it is that this space means to us? Are we a well-kept secret, or are we a safe place to explore spiritual truth? Who I am, what is mine to do? I don't know. I can't know for anyone else what your role is, what your concept is. But I would just like to share with you, basically, that I think it's time we come out of the spiritual closet and be the best me we can. Share who we are as human beings, as members of this community, as whatever identity I choose to give myself, I choose to take for myself. I posted something on our group page the other day because it's about, if someone says they're trans, or someone says they're gay, or someone says they're bi, or whatever they say, they know. You don't. And this is the thing. If somebody says my pronouns are they, them, okay. But that's not what I learned in English. Well, I don't really care what you learned in English. It's like saying, oh, your name is Susie, so I'm going to call you Joe. Because I don't like Susie. I don't like the name. I have bad memories of a person named Susie. So from here on, I'm calling you Joe. You don't get to choose what you're called. We have to open our hearts and our minds to the complexity and diversity that is in everyone. As Jimmy Carter said, we are a giant, exquisite mosaic. We're not a melting pot. We're not all melding into one another. We are all individualized expressions of the infinite, and it is wonderful. So I would just like to close with a quote from Diana Cole, because this is what I really want for every single, I'm speaking to you. Even if I'm not looking you right in the eye as I say this, I'm looking around the room so each of you can know, no one here is being, and at home, no one is being excluded from this. Are you ready for your advice? Allow yourself to be as deep and wild and awe-inspiring as you really are. That's the truth. Danu, do you have a transformational moment today? Okay, then I will step aside and let Danu share his fabulous experience.
So I have a very recent transformational moment, and I know we often say here that practitioners need practitioners as well. We need each other because sometimes when we're going through an experience of physical pain or emotional turmoil, it can be very challenging for us to reset our minds, for us to focus on feeling better, for us to focus on what we can be and what we can experience. The last couple weeks, I have had horrible allergy attacks to the point that I could not even leave my house for longer than 5 minutes without just my body freaking out. So I've been pretty miserable for most of the last 2 weeks. I've been stuck at home and just trying to power through, feeling really awful in my body. And I wish I would have thought of this sooner, but I finally decided to reach out to my community, and I posted on Facebook and said, hey, this is what I've been going through the last couple weeks. I am so ready to feel better. I am so ready to go out in the world and do the things I want to do again. Can you all please know this for me? And I had been prescribed a new medication that wasn't working right away, and so I asked for that too. Just please know that this medication will make me feel better and I can get back to my life. And then yesterday, it took less than 24 hours. I woke up and I could breathe. My eyes weren't wanting to be scratched out of my head, and I was able to come to Linda's workshop. I'm able to be here today, feeling good again. So I wanted to express gratitude for everyone that prayed for me. And this is a testament to how prayer works. It really, really works. And as practitioners, we are here for you. So if there's something you're stuck in, an experience, an emotion, a physical experience that's creating challenges for you to move through, come see one of us, and we will know the truth for you of what you want. Thank you.
Thank you, Danu. When I first got here 18 and a half years ago, there was an elderly woman who was a practitioner here, and, you know, little bun and knitting all the time and looking very prim and proper. And she said she wanted to get some t-shirts made that said TSRW. And I said, oh? She goes, yeah, this shit really works. Now envision a little bitty lady with the bun in her head. Yeah, anyway, never mind. Okay, I would like to call up the song leaders and the ushers, and this is the time when we get to do the offering, where we give the gifts to the center for the blessings that are in our lives. And so whether or not you are giving today, there are, first I want to say the scan button is whether you're here or at home, you can scan that on your phone and it will connect you to a way to donate directly. But you can also mail us a check, you can come in and there's 1,000 different ways to give. But today we're just going to do the offering. If you've got a gift, put it in your hand. If you don't have a gift, just put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I bless this gift.
I bless this gift,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
and that it comes back to me,
and it comes back to me,
pressed down, overflowing,
overflowing,
and multiplied.
and multiplied. Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And we give thanks thanks for Paul and Matt's magic box of whatever that he's stirring up for us
Yeah,
here.
do what you want to do, right? Okay. You asked for it. So this is what I do when I'm just hanging out at home, feeling creative. What you'll hear here is I played all the parts. I played the organ, I played the bass, played the drums, you'll hear trumpets, saxophones, trombones. I played all of those too. This is going to be a little bit loud. I have never done this kind of thing here, and I've been here since the late 90s. So this will be a one-off probably. Here you go. Ready? One, two, three, four.
May I say a word on TM today?
Oh, sure. I love it. Oh, thank you, Paul, for filling in this week, and thank you, Matt, for stepping out on the limb and giving it a shot, you know. And I think they liked it, yeah. So one of the announcements I'd like to make, I don't have a slide for, is we mentioned that V, got her practitioner license. She completed all her 2 years of training, and she completed her written exams and her oral exams, so she is now certified licensed practitioner. She's not here today because she and her partner, her wife, Marjorie, were having a yard sale that had already been planned up there, and then also Marjorie's brother, V's wife's brother passed away, and they're doing I think if you check, they're doing a GoFundMe. I think it's on our Facebook group. So if you could make a small donation to help out with her brother's burial, that would be very nice. Okay, announcements. The discussion group today will be meeting in the meditation room at 11:45 after the gathering. Kathy Geeson will be leading the group. If you have questions or comments or thoughts about anything that came up today, join us. The meditation, Bethel, Bethel is doing, they moved it to 7:30, I understand.
Yes.
And Bethel does it every Tuesday, so.
Thank you. I'm one of those shades of gray that Linda was talking about today. In fact, your talk was right to me,
Oh, okay.
right in my heart. But transmission meditation is a group meditation. And so it's based on the power of three, the triangle. And so when three people meditate together as a group deliberately, then there's more power. Now you add another person, and all of a sudden it jumps to 4 triangles. This is 1 triangle. 4 people make 4 triangles. 10 people meditating together make 120 triangles. So there's a lot of power in this. And we welcome you. We're going to stick with 7:30. I think people like to eat dinner first, so they need that time.
Thank. How long is it, Bethel?
We started at 20 minutes. We're moving gradually to a little bit longer, but it's up to the group.
It's between 20 and 30 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then on Tuesdays at 10:30 in the morning at 5th Street Market is the men's coffee. They get the coffee downstairs. They go upstairs into the cafeteria area to gather. Soup for the Soul continues through the month of June. We will be meeting at noon in the social hall through June. This week the discussion is boundaries. I haven't decided on the soup yet. We'll see what the temperature's like. And the bereavement group meets Thursdays at 1:30 in the meditation room. So we have about a half hour between the soup group and the meditation or the bereavement group. So anyway, this
Virtual game night isn't going to happen this month because I'm going to be in California.
Okay, virtual game night will not be happening in the month of June because Kathy will be in California literally, not virtually. So be sure to pick up blue bags. If you haven't already picked up a blue bag in the office and get our company's sticker on there. We just got a check for $515. You guys are a bunch of partiers, boy, oh boy. That's since the first of the year we've done that. So you did that. And
Time to wait for the date or anything like an extra bonus like that?
not at this point in time. We're just going ahead. I think it'll be a while before they have an extra special date again. There's lots of good fun books in the books boutique. Check it out. If there's nobody there working today, you can take your purchase into the office and pay for it in there. We could use help. We need more people to help with greeting. We need people to help with the production room. We need people to help with the kitchen. We need people to help in any way, shape, or form. If you've got a gift and a skill that you think we could use, we could certainly use some people to help out with our website and with some other things. So talk to me. We will get things put together. We will use you in whatever way that you would like to be utilized in that Ricky Byers, use me, oh God, kind of a thing. I'm sorry, Matt's got me being goofy today. Thank you to Ellen, Katie, Amy, and Susan for the beautiful artwork that is in our sanctuary. And I believe it's time for Danu, the practitioner of the day, to come up and share briefly about, well, you did a beautiful job on your thing, but you might just get us to introduce ourselves and tell people the Miracle Minute thing is always good.
So after every Sunday gathering, we offer what we call Miracle Minutes. So if there's anything in your life that you're going through that you're trying to shift, or something new you're trying to call in or create in your life, come see us, and we will gladly know that for you and affirm it with you. If all the practitioners and reverends could stand. I'm Danu Green.
Kathy Day?
So we will all be here for you if you need us. Please come make use of us.
Feet on the sunny side of the street.
Can't you hear the pitter pat?
That
Happy tune is just your step. Life can be so sweet
on the sunny side of the street. Used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid.
If I never crossed over, if I never had a cent,
I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street.
Please repeat after me. I am wild.
I am wild.
I am awesome.
I am awesome.